Hello everyone. So I'm about to do a small experiment which is getting aligned with your unit 2. So in a nutshell, when you ask me what is the unit 2 is all about, I can guarantee you that if you are understanding this, you'll be able to understand the overall concept behind your unit 2. Okay. I've created one program in which will be completely getting executed in Google Colab. Okay. Once when you understand it, you'll be able to understand what is the use and why we are extremely using it. Okay, to narrate this, let me take you to the unit 2 and let me detail you what it is all about. Okay, so here we have the unit 2, right? So this is the overall content which has been given in terms of a unit 2. So wherein we'll be trying to understand about object storage and certain analysis part which we'll be doing it, and obviously as it suggests here. Okay, so here we have study storage formats for analytics, right? We have in terms of Parquet and Avro and ORC. Okay, so we'll be doing a small experiment using Parquet, which will help you to understand how to do it effectively. Okay, so even the same has been given as your experiment as well. Okay, so to detail that, let me tell you what is the reason behind this particular experiment. So let me take you through a logical simple example which will make you to understand what is the overall logic behind it. So let us assume that we are creating a student data. Okay, our institute is creating a student data, and what we are trying to do is that we are trying to make it as a CSV file. Obviously it will have the details of students register number, name, department, their respective marks, what they have secured. Okay, and what we are trying to do is that we are trying to upload that particular CSV file into a folder. Let me name that folder as a raw folder. Okay, and later what I do is that I do convert that CSV file into a Parquet file. Generally a CSV file will contain data in terms of table. In a Parquet file, the data will be given in terms of fields or columns. Okay, so this is the big difference. When you ask me why I'm supposed to do it, this Parquet format will help you to make your operations in a effective and a faster manner. Okay, and obviously once when you're converting it, and later you can perform certain operations on it, and of course you can do certain scans, crawler scans on it, and finally you can get your file index, what we call it as catalog. Okay, so this is the entire operation which is getting aligned with respect to your unit 2. So initially, as I told you already, a college is planning to create a small data set wherein the actual CSV file will be dropped into a file called raw folder, where it contains the original field, and later which the second folder is completely about processed folder. So whatever operations which I do, or anything which is getting created as a result of the CSV file, that is the Parquet file, right? Which will be getting stored in terms of your processed folder. And obviously I do have a catalog folder, which I mean it as a place where all the operational files and other details will be getting maintained. This I can call it as an index, that is more similar to a librarian index. And you might be wondering why I should go with a Parquet file, though I'm happy with my CSV file. As I told you already, CSV file is easier, but Parquet is much more convenient when you're trying to process a larger amount of data. Okay, because all the analytics queries will be getting aligned with respect to the field or column wise. So that is why I'm preferring my Parquet. And the third zone is that we are uploading the file into the raw zone. Okay, that is the raw folder. Parquet file, that is the file which has been created, will be getting stored in the processed folder, and byproduct will be getting few other files, right? So all these details will be maintained in the librarian field, what we call it as the meta information, right? So which is also will be getting noted in your catalog folder. Hope you are clear about it, right? Now let me take you to the technical example of how I've curated the content. Okay, so in order to understand that, I can promise you that no pet account is completely required. I completely wanted to make it as open source. That's my intention. So obviously, I want you to create three different folders: raw, processed, and catalog. In raw, I'll be having my original file. I'll be creating my packet file, which will be getting stored in terms of your processed, and next to which whatever byproducts will be getting sorted in terms of your catalog. We call it as the library index file. Okay, the same definition has been given over here. So after creating these three different folders, I will be uploading my CSV file only into my raw folder. And later, which what I do is that, let me assume that after creating the folder, probably once a folder is created, what I can do is that I can drag and drop using your mouse, right? I can drag, drop. So rather, I would like to operate with respect to certain commands like cp, copy file, ls, list file, cat, concatenation, that is combining two files together. So these are some of the operations which we do in terms of your Linux operation. Okay, and I'll be setting the environment so that I'll be able to use these commands for operating between my files. And next to which what I do is that I do have SDK style class. So I'll be trying to install certain other privileges so that completely it becomes like a software development kit style. Okay, so that I can upload, list, and download as required. And with the help of your Pandas and PyArrow, I'll be converting that CSV file into a Parquet file, and using your scan and save metadata, I'll be performing my crawler catalog crawler. Okay, so this is the typical file which I've took. I've took a CSV file myself, which is in terms of 6 rows and 4 columns. I'll be converting that into student.packet, and which has got the same number of data. The data is not getting changed at any instance. Okay, the same idea will be getting stored used in terms of any other cloud storage which you are using. Okay, now I'll take you to the program which will help you to understand how we are about to navigate on this. Okay, so to support this, as I told you already, I've created the entire program which I'll be sharing it with you so you can experience how it typically works. Okay, here I have the import operating systems file. I've imported my pathlib files and other steps wherein I do created three different folders. Okay, one folder has been named as raw processed catalog, as I told you already. So these are something which I use it make directory, right? MK is meant for make directory, upon which I'm trying to create three different folders, and these are my data which I'm trying to populate in my given folder. Okay, so I wish to make it as clearly a CSV file. The IDs of the students, their names and departments and their marks were given over here. Okay, I'm displaying all for your reference. So I've written small code which will display all the essential details over here. And next to which what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to upload whatever data I have created into the file. Okay, so here I have my file provision, right? I've executed the program already, so all the files were created already. Okay, so because execution is taking more time, that's why I've done it already. Okay, so here is the cloud bucket file which I've created. So I'm just clicking on it. As I told you already, I've created three files: catalog, processed, and raw. Initially, all my data will be getting created in my raw. See, student.csv file has been created after this particular step. Okay, and next to which I have something called shuttle. This is something more specifically used when you wanted to perform file operations, that is high-end file operations on Linux environment, which can be done using your shuttle library. Okay, so I'm importing that to take the help from that accordingly. Okay, so probably when you're looking at it, what I try to do is that I'm trying to create certain definitions of how it should operate with. Okay, that entire definition has been given over here. And finally, what I do is that I'm listing what are the files, and as I told you already, I have the files over here. Next, I have the pandas file, upon which what I try to do is that I try to locate my exact file, that is students.csv, into my raw file, which is completely visible over here. The same is getting displayed over here. Okay, I'm trying to access the data from this raw folder and I'm displaying it here. Okay, so that is the portion which I do on this particular module. And as I told you already, now I'm making use of my PyArrow. Okay, with help of my PyArrow, what I can do is that I can successfully convert my CSV file into a Parquet file. Okay, so that definition has been given over here. Now the conversion has been happily done here, and next to which I have to import my operating system into it, so that certain other operations can be successfully done in terms of your Parquet file. Okay, so the new file, right? So whatever I've created, which will be getting listed over here. After executing this particular step, the Parquet's student.parquet file will be getting created in your processed. And next to which, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to display the new Parquet file which has been created. When you're looking at both the files, it looks similar, but in terms of operations, it is completely different. Okay, and even here what I'm trying to do is that I am trying to group in terms of certain other operations typically. Okay, I can perform any such operations on it. So I do perform certain operations on it with respect to the Parquet file. As I told you already, when I try to perform any other operations on it, multiple other files will be created as a byproduct, right? So all these information will be getting sorted in terms of your catalog folder. Okay, so in this catalog folder, all the other supporting files will be getting generated over here. Okay, now it is getting displayed. See, I have data catalog, I have data catalog dot Parquet. Okay, so whatever operations which you are doing, the library index will be getting generated over in the catalog file. Okay, so that part is getting displayed over here. Okay, I'm performing some operations and I'm taking some outputs upon it. Okay, this is the simple operations which we are trying to do in order to input your data in terms of your CSV, convert it into Parquet file, later perform your operations on your Parquet file, and whatever complementary or metadata getting created over it will be getting accounted on your cloud, on your catalog. Okay, this is the experiment which I wanted to you to experience. Okay, so hope you're clear about it. Thanks for watching.